Hello, everyone. Welcome to MUGFC 1986. Today, we're going to react to the EFL Cup, Man United versus Barnsley. Man United 7, Barnsley nil. Where do I start? Wow, what a game. This is the first time Erik Ten Hag's team has actually scored five plus goals in a game. He's been at the club for 2 years, and as us United fans, we've been struggling to see fluid play from United and scoring goals. Scoring goals is the number one aspect of playing good, attractive football. Um, 7 goals against League One Barnsley. Yeah, they might be from League One, but at the end of the day, it's still a football match. And to see United scoring 7 goals for the first time under Erik Ten Hag, new season, new style of play, new formation, new everything. Basically, it's just United is just different this season, and we can only hope they will be different and not go back to what we see last season. So, all in all, it was a fantastic win for United, and I am very very happy. And the game before that, we won 3-0, and then we won 7-0. So in the last 2 games, we've scored 10 goals, and I'm just hoping this is just a sign of better things to come. We want to see United scoring goals. We want to see United winning games. Um, I think some of the criticism that United and Erik Ten Hag has received over the last season, some of it is warranted. A lot of it was just a bunch of BS. And we need to back the manager. We need to back Ineos, the players. We just need to get behind our team, and we have to build something. We can't be thinking about the past too much and be too negative. Once we're positive as fans, that will translate over to the players, and hopefully the players will react to it. The fans are enjoying what they see on the pitch, and they will put in performance. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna unpack a little bit about the game in terms of some stats and so on, very quickly. So EFL Cup rung three, United 7, Barnsley nil. We had 3 players from our squad actually scored 2 goals each. Rashford with 2 goals, Garnacho with 2 goals, and Ericsson with 2 goals. And Anthony, he had a penalty. He won a penalty, and Rashford gave him the ball to take the penalty. Um, a few seasons ago, I witnessed United got beat 7-0, and that was really hard. I have some friends who are Liverpool fans, and even up to this day, they still remind me about that 7-0 hammering we got. And it's good. It's really nice to see us dishing out 7-0 to an opponent, regardless if the opponent is from the Premier League or from League One. At the end of the day, it's a football match. EFL, it's a competition. We expect to go very deep in a competition we won 2 seasons ago, and if we had lost that game, the media, they would have came after United. They would have came after the Erik Ten Hag, especially. They would be calling for his head. But all in all, United put in a performance, and we have to give credit where credit is due. So looking at the game, yeah, United started a few players like Ericsson, Anthony Collier. He was in left back. Evans, Maguire, Binder, Dalot, Garnacho, Rashford, and Ugarte and Casemiro. In no particular order, actually. But I was surprised at the selection, but at the same time, you know, I've said this in my previous video, and when we played against Southampton, rotation is key. Giving players an opportunity to show what they're made of. Garnacho actually started this game. Anthony started this game. Rashford started as a striker, and Eriksen started in the cam position. And the bulk of the assists and scoring came from that front four. We do know Erik Ten Hag has adopted a 4-2-4 system this season. And so far, apart from that game against Liverpool where we lost 3-0, there are games that, we're starting to see us scoring more goals this season compared to last season. So it's getting into this game. So the first goal was scored by Rashford in the 16th minute. I saw that goal. He got the ball from Garnacho. It was a switch of play from the left, closer to midfield, playing it over to Rashford. Rashford received the ball, ran into the box, and put a very good strike into the goal. I think at that point in time, you could, from the game against Southampton, I saw Rashford had, I could see his confidence level has returned, and it looks like he's enjoying it a little bit more on the pitch. And in this game here, you see it came over to this game as well, and it was a great goal by him. And then the second goal, Anthony, he got into the box, and he made the ball was kind of like moving away a little bit from him, and he kind of like stretched a little bit to like get the first touch on the ball to move it away from the keeper, and the keeper went in for a sliding tackle. And unfortunately for the keeper, one of his hand was elevated, and it caught Anthony's. I believe it was his right foot, which would have been the foot that he would first put down after trying to jump over him, and it just it got him on balance, and he went over. So it was a penalty. If the goalkeeper didn't went in for that tackle, Anthony probably would not have been able to score a goal. That's just poor on the Barnsley goalkeeper. After Anthony scored, I believe it was Garnacho scored in the first. Yeah, Garnacho scored in the first half in extra time. Great goal. It was, in my opinion, it was a little bit of a scruffy kind of goal. I think the ball ricocheted onto his path. Rashford had it, then the ball ricocheted onto his path, and then he tapped it in the bottom far corner of the post to make it 3-0. So United closed the first half 3-0, and then when they came out, Erik Ten Hag didn't make any changes at halftime. The United came out same squad from the start. And at that point in time, United really went for, to close the game out at that point in time. So we came out. Garnacho had another goal in the 49th minute. I think that goal, he was assisted by Eriksen, playing the ball, receiving the ball in the midfield, and saw Garnacho was open, making a run, played the ball into Garnacho, and he went on one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he plays the ball into the goal. And then Rashford got his second goal around the 59th minute. That was a good goal as well. Can't really remember exactly how that goal went, but I do remember it was a good goal. And Eriksen, at that point in time, Eriksen was having a good game. He already had gotten an assist. He was moving the ball around nicely in the midfield, and he himself was able to get on the score sheet, 81st minute and then the 85th minute, to take the scoreline to 7-0. So looking at some of the stats here, some additional stats. Ball possession, United had 65% of the ball. Barnsley had 35%. Expected goals for United was 4.14. Barnsley was 0.07. United had total shots were 26 shots. Barnsley had 3 shots on target, 13 for United, 0 for Barnsley. Big chances for United, 7, 0 for Barnsley. One big chance miss, 1 for United, 0 for Barnsley. So United had, they had a decent conversion rate with shots on goal. Last season, if I remember correctly, we were letting about, I can't remember if it was like 20 something shots on goal per game. I don't know how accurate that was. I'm just trying to remember. I heard it somewhere, and I'm just trying to think about, going into this season. We know our defense was a problem, and we had to address the defense. But looking at this game, being that we didn't had that much shots on target, 0 actually on target, according to the stats. With the addition of Ugarte in the midfield, it gives us a little bit more balance. I know people are saying, some fans are saying that Ugarte is a natural replacement for Casemiro, but I do want to see. I love Kobe Menu, but I do want to see the dynamic of our midfield where we have Ugarte, Bruno, and Casemiro midfield 3 for a game, just to see how that dynamic will work out. If if it doesn't work out, then we could revert to having Kobe Menu on the field with Ugarte. I don't think we should just count Casemiro out just yet. There's going to be a big. This is going to be a big season, a very long season, and we have to have a good balance rotation of players. Erik Ten Hag really, he really has to manage that this season. Injuries, we have to manage the players so we could avoid injuries. That's going to be our biggest nemesis this season. So. Coming down to passes, accurate passes, United had 562 accurate passes, which 88% accuracy, and Barnsley had 250 accurate passes with a 76% accuracy. United committed 16 fouls, and Barnsley committed 11 fouls. 16 fouls by United. I think with Ugarte in the midfield, Casemiro in the midfield, you would expect that you would probably have a high foul rate. Those players, their first instinct when in defense is, can they put a tackle in to recover the ball and and move it. So you can expect more of that to come in the season as we go along. I'm just hoping that some of the referees don't decide to start giving yellow cards and red cards, because with United sometimes I think referees are trigger happy when it comes to giving cards, which is ridiculous. We're just unfortunate a lot. All right, so let's see here. So yeah, let's go to passes. So there was, United had a total of 636 passes. 562 were accurate passes, which gives them an 88 percentile. In their own half, they had 273 passes. In the opposition half, they had 289 passes. So it was more or less, but they were balanced on the pitch. Barnsley, they had a total of 328. 250 were accurate, giving them a 76% accuracy. In their own half, there were 168. In the opposition half, they only had 82. So looking at that, for that game, majority of the game was played in Barnsley's half of the pitch, which is, is nice to see. And like I said, it's a League One team. It'd be interesting to see if United could do that to Premier League teams. And if once they start doing that to Premier League teams, then for sure we know we're onto something here for the season. Okay, so in defense, United had 9 tackles won, for a 66%, 60% win rate. Barnsley had 9 as well. They had 82%. So they had the same amount of tackles that we had, but they had a higher rate of success. We have 14 interceptions. They had 10. We had 1 block, and the reason for that is because, like I said, most of the game was played in their half. They had a total of 9 blocks. We had 6 clearances. They had 11. Our goalkeeper, he was on vacation. He had 0 saves. I didn't even know if we needed him. Barnsley goalkeeper had 6 saves. So those are, I'm not going to get into all the stats. Those are just some of the stats I could read off to you here. And yeah, so it was a good win. I definitely, enjoy myself watching the game. And all I got to say is, Erik Ten Hag, Manchester United, thank you for giving us 5 goals. We've, as United fans, supporters, we've been waiting to see our team score 5 goals. I know when Ollie was manager, we had a few games that we scored 5 goals, but that's a thing. That's a rare thing with United ever since Sir Alex Ferguson left the club, and it speaks a lot. That just tells us that we haven't been playing attractive football in a long time, and most United fans want to see us play attractive football. And if we could continue, being aggressive, trying to score goals, supporting each other on the pitch, looking at team unity. Erik Ten Hag, is being fair to the players, giving them the right opportunities, and we don't want to have things like in the past, like leaks and disgruntled players, and he's looking at this player. Why is he playing? Why I'm not playing? There have to be a balance. There have to be a team environment, a family environment to move this team forward, move this club forward. I think as fans, we deserve it. You guys, you guys need to show us that you care, because obviously we care, right? We care about you. We care about the club. Yeah, we may criticize you, but you have to, players have to understand the reason why they get criticized is because we want them to perform at their best. We don't want you to just show up there and just, say, hey, this is just another job for me. No, it's not just another job. You're there for a purpose, and your purpose is to entertain us, the fans. We pay our money, whether if we have season tickets or we're buying merchandise, we're paying money, and all we want is just to see you perform. Put a smile on our face. If we have a smile on our face, you're gonna have a smile on your face. So just think about that. So yeah, just a quick review of the game. It was a great game, 7-0, but we need to see more. We need to see more. We need to. Crystal Palace, I believe, is the next game coming up. Let's see if we could put a performance. I don't expect us to beat Crystal Palace 7-0, but 3-0, 4-0, give us another 5 goals. Yeah, if we see that, then we'll know we're we'll know that our team is serious this season, or the players are serious. I want to say, and I do believe Erik Ten Hag is serious. Rude, they're serious. So just go out there, give us a performance, make us proud. So, anyways, people, whoever's watching this, thank you for watching my videos. This is a new channel. I'm trying to grow it, and the game against Crystal Palace, hopefully I'll have my friend with me. We'll be doing a live reaction. But if you're watching this video, if you don't mind, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's grow this together. Thank you.